Well, welcome everyone to our weekly mindful moments. Nice to see you all here. So every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we come live here on Instagram. We do save the recordings onto our YouTube channel as well. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, our YouTube channel link is we share it oftentimes through our stories. It's also in our highlights as well, and in our link trees too. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, share our link out, spread the word. And thanks to all of you who have already subscribed. But yes, we save all of these into one of our folders called Mindful Moments on our YouTube channel. And soon, once we kind of grow our following over there, we're going to move these lives to YouTube.
Really exciting, and it's really helpful for us if you can follow and support.
Yes, thank you so much. It's free to subscribe and support.
So tonight, I think we're going to talk about just safety with regards to the fires, because it's so prominent right now. And I know it's really prominent in BC and Alberta, but I know that it also, the smoke from the last year too, affects down in the States. And so I think that this is a topic that everyone can kind of use, you know. And I was thinking, the one thing that, because I've been watching and reading some of the stuff, especially through Parks Canada.
Oh, wow. Oh, really?
Wow, that's a long time there.
That is a long time.
Through Parks Canada. And, you know, backcountry, when people go to the backcountry and they go camping, you have to buy permits. And it's hard to get permits. People wait like years sometimes, or, you know, they're on the first day making bids for all these permits for these campsites. And so sometimes people get frustrated and they say, never mind, we're going to go out without a permit. We're going to go camp in the backcountry. And so, as innocent as that may seem, even though it's illegal, it got me thinking, because now all the people who have bought those permits and everybody who's camping in the backcountry who doesn't have Wi-Fi, who is not aware of the news and what's going on, has no access to anything, Parks Canada is actually flying into those areas and looking for all those people who have put their names on those permits, and they're picking them up and taking them out. And people who are out there without permits, Parks Canada doesn't know they're out there. And that's really, really unsafe, you know? So something that can seem as harmless as, I didn't get a permit, I just want to go out and I want to go hike and camp, can actually lead into a huge disaster like this.
Exactly. They will have no clue that it's going on until, like, you know, until they see it happening near them, right? And then to evacuate, they don't have anybody coming to rescue them.
Yeah. So even though sometimes it's hard to get those camping permits, and we all want to be able to have fun and explore things like that, just remembering, like, you know, the safety measures that could happen.
Yeah, no, for sure. Sorry if you guys can hear my dog loud. I don't know if you can hear him.
No, it's all good.
Okay. Because there must be somebody watching. He's barking a lot right now.
Yeah. So just a reminder, if anybody that you know has gone out into the backcountry and doesn't have a permit, they're saying definitely to notify Parks Alberta so that they know to look for them.
Yeah. And sending lots of prayers out to all of you who are affected by these fires. I can't remember how many people, I heard on the news, how many people had to evacuate?
Lots.
There was
I can't remember. There was lots. And
lots of tourists and some locals, and praying for, like, all the animals too.
And all the people out there fighting those fires, you know, and rescuing people and putting their life out there.
Yeah, so thank you so much. So let's all keep sending the prayers out.
Yeah. So I think, like, so one of the things, again, that we are going to talk about is just, we're always talking about safety, and we're always talking about, like, everyday stuff, right? And having a go bag is really important for many different things, you know, for many different evacuations. So I guess we want to put the word out to you guys. If you guys can come up with some things, what would you put in a go bag? What do you think is important? And we do have a list here that was given by Emergency Preparedness of a few things, but what do you guys think is important to have in a go bag if you need to go for evacuation, for fire, or even flooding, or any major natural disasters, I guess you would say?
Yes, let's hear it in the comments. And then after you guys share some of your ideas, we'll share the list that we have.
Everybody's really quiet tonight. Well,
yeah, both.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's always good to be prepared, no matter, because you never know. This is something that's not planned, right? It just happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Flashlight, yeah,
Flashlight,
and batteries. Yeah. Yeah. In the States, yes, those. That was funny. What about a photocopy of your ID or any medical papers or anything that are really, really pertinent? And a couple days of medication, if you take regular medication, a couple days of medication to be put in those bags. Because even like being evacuated from places because there's a fire in like a building or in the basement of a house or something like this, it could be gone pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, very quickly.
I
Our
know
pets,
you do.
we're both fur mamas, so having stuff for your pets as well.
That's absolutely right.
It's very important that you rescue them too at the same time.
Yeah. My cat, like when the alarm goes off or anything, like even like if you're cooking in the smoke alarm, it's like under the bed. So I automatically know, like I'm on the ground, crawling underneath the bed to try and get it. Like I'm like, let's go, let's go. Yeah.
I don't know what Otis's reaction. I know he's afraid of thunder showers, but I'm not
Has
sure.
your
Like,
smoke detector gone off? Does he do anything?
yeah, I guess it has gone off. Not that I noticed. I don't know if he's been inside when it's gone off. I'm gonna pay attention next time.
Yeah, you should. So bottles of water for a
Yeah,
couple of days. That's what they say too, and some non-perishable food items, but definitely water because if you can't access water right away or things like that, that is like a critical need of our body.
yes. Our bodies require water and snacks, masks. He's
Yeah, when it's just going out. So I sent a video earlier because Luna, I don't know if you've seen Luna. You see her climb up the screen door and so like she just climbs everywhere. She goes crazy. So yeah, she just was hanging on the screen door earlier.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
See, she'll jump out.
Yeah, that's right. Um, Granola bars and a little bit of cash because I don't know how like it was quite some time ago, but I know that a while ago the machines were down and you couldn't like this was months and months ago, but you couldn't use your cards or the bank machines. Like something happened and all the machines were down, so people were only accepting cash, and nobody really carries cash. So it's important to have a little bit of cash aside because if there is a natural disaster, those kind of things may not work.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I love Luna. Yeah, she's so sweet. Um, and making sure checking out on others. As Carrie said earlier, really important that people with breathing problems or things like that, like this is really hard for them. Like it looks like the apocalypse outside.
Yeah,
Like it is like yellow, just mist and smog.
yeah. I think it's getting worse by the day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
Yeah.
I can't remember now. There was a lot of uncontrolled fires, like a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh, yeah, there was. I saw some of the videos. It looks so bad.
Only 12 kilometers from Jasper town site too.
Yeah.
So we're praying that it doesn't go to there. We can get some rain and things like that. Um,
And I'm praying to get lots of rain for the rest of the week.
yeah,
Everywhere.
yeah,
But it's
absolutely.
really hot too. Like people have to be more cautious too, because it's been so hot, like above 30, 40, right? So
Yeah,
if you're a smoker, like making sure you don't just let your butt out because something little like that can start a massive fire, right?
yeah,
Being
absolutely.
very extra cautious.
Well, they were saying that the one on one side of Jasper, whatever, was caused by lightning. The one was caused by like dry lightning or something. They were saying,
Okay.
because of the heat, or maybe it was like heat lightning, something like that. Because it was 41, which is I think about like 105 or something. Um,
Yeah.
and so it has been really hot, and we started off a really really wet season, wetter than we usually ever get. So that was good, but all of a sudden when everything dried up,
Yeah.
it's burning up.
Yeah. Well,
And so
it's
some
been a
things,
hot one.
pardon?
I said, well, it's been a hot one.
Yeah, it has been. And I worry about you too working outside, like
Yeah. Well,
lifting stuff.
I had the beginning
That's why I
of the
was
week off
sending
last.
you things.
Uh, Thank you, Emma. See, good friends checking up on each other. She's always checking up on me. But she knew that I was heading to work. So I had Monday and Tuesday off, and I was heading to work today. But I only worked for 4 hours outside. It was just easy pruning jobs today.
That's
Luckily, we didn't do
fair.
any tree removals. I was like,
But
oh
yeah,
no.
and I was thinking if you're lifting and in that heat, like that's just crazy. Like that's
Yeah.
so
But then
much.
you're breathing it in, and you're breathing heavier, you're working hard, right? That's why I was telling my dad, 'cause I told my dad on the way too, because he kind of told me similar what you told me as well, like be cautious or whatever. And
Mhm.
we all take the Purify too. So I was like, don't worry, I'm gonna be doubling up on my Purify for the next couple of days. That's our like all natural like daily detox or whatever that helps us with our environment. So right now our environment's extra toxic because of like all the smoke and stuff, and it detoxifies and cleanses our 5 organs in our body, which is like our liver, lungs, colon, kidneys, and everything. So I'll be doubling up on this when we have the smoke to get rid of all those toxins and everything out of my body. So
Yeah,
I'll
the
be
Purify
taking
is
extra
really good.
precaution. I might even triple up on my working days because I'll be
I was gonna
outside.
ask you, how much would you normally take? Like, because I take Purify too,
Yeah.
but I don't take it every single day. And these you can kind of take however you want. But I should actually, now that the weather's getting even worse and there's more toxins
Yeah,
in
well,
the
I
air.
take it every single day.
Yeah,
Well, I take one every single day. So when I double up, like if I overindulge or have a couple glasses of wine, or like now that it's smoky outside, I'm gonna definitely be doubling up too to get rid of those toxins. Yeah, I usually take 2 then. Like my parents, they each always take 1, but my dad said they're probably gonna double up as well during the smoke and everything. It's actually my mom's favorite. She's never felt so amazing. She
that's
talks about it
awesome.
all the time. That's her main supplement she takes.
And actually, I think now that I'm just thinking about it, if anybody does want to get some Purify so they can double up on it, so they can kind of do a little bit of a detox with this, um, there is $10 coupons. So if you are interested in the Purify by Sunday, then message either one of us on Instagram, and we can give you a $10 coupon.
Yeah, so you can get a little discount.
Absolutely.
Not only will it get rid of the toxins, but you're going to feel extra amazing. My mom, that's all she talked about for a week after she started it. Oh
That's
my God, like I
amazing.
wake up with energy. It's been helping her like to like tone down too and everything. And yeah, she said feels the best she's ever felt.
Yeah. Yep. No, it helps. And it's all natural.
Yeah,
It's all natural.
yeah. Exactly. So right now, it's so important to get out the toxins out of our body because we were having extra toxins going in from breathing this.
Yeah. And I was actually going to go down to the water and stuff tonight. That was the plan, to just
Yeah.
be able to sit and relax. But like
Oh,
you can't. I
yes.
can't even do that. So, staying at home and being able to do some activities to keep yourself busy.
Yeah. Just try to find indoor activities and make sure you close because I forgot to this morning and Emma reminded me before we hopped on here because I had all my windows opened in the mornings because of the heat and everything. But now that the smoke's here, you want to actually have your windows closed because you don't want the smoke coming more into your house, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah, your garden keeps you busy as long as it's not too smoky. Like you shouldn't be outside if there's too much smoke because
Yeah.
you know. And the other things that is if you're working out in the garden and you're working outside, um, like heat exhaustion and like those kind of things, it doesn't happen right away. It can take like 4 to 7 days before it really affects your body. So that's why they say spend slow amounts of time outside as you start to build up that tolerance to that heat.
Yes. Exactly, because when I first started doing tree removal, I didn't have no choice but to go work lots of hours outside, and I could feel like I was so exhausted, especially like
I
overly
remember you
exhausted. My first,
saying
I
that.
was like, oh my God, I don't know if I love this as much as I thought I did. But my body slowly adapts. But like Emma said, if I would have been able to have the opportunity to kind of go out a little bit to get my body used to it slowly, I might have adapted a bit better.
Yeah, it happened to you earlier. Yeah, if you really
Oh yeah.
like some of the early warning signs are to watch for in yourself or other people, is like irritability. That's not normally there. Some people
Yeah.
are irritable, but that's not normally there. Um, Dizziness or fatigue, headache, confusion, heat rashes, muscle cramps, those kind of things. Like those are all key indicators of like early warning signs of some heat exhaustion.
Yeah. Good signs to watch for. And
Yeah.
then for worse symptoms like sweating, hot, dry skin, troubles breathing, exhaustion, severe headaches.
Yeah. So when you go from like fatigue to exhaustion, and I think that I don't know, you seem to be kind of like you were so tired, right? Like maybe on that borderline a little bit.
Yeah. So I think I did have a little bit 'cause usually I'm very energetic. So
Yeah.
for that, I thought it was just the physical work, but I really think that I wasn't wearing a hat too. I wasn't wearing a hat for the first couple of weeks, and that after I started making sure I wear a baseball cap to work because
Huge.
that.
It makes a huge
Oh
difference. Like
yeah,
I was
so
out
huge.
hiking in the heat and doing pretty high elevation, and so like probably 50% or maybe, yeah, 45% was like full exposure to the sun, and it was so hot, and it was I think 33 or 34. And so I had my hat and I literally was like in the streams with my empty water bottle. I was filling it up with like little streams and waterfalls, and I was just like pouring it all over because just keeping like the main parts of your body cool, like your
Yes,
head and your feet and stuff like that, to be able to help regulate those temperatures.
yeah, no, exactly. That's what I did at work too the other day. There was a hose at one of the houses we were doing a removal, and we just put water in our hats and wet our hats,
Yeah,
and it kept it cool for a little bit. It dried super quick because it was like 30 degrees.
I know. I did. I dried, but all the time, like I was just
But it
literally
keeps,
like pouring water
yeah.
on me because because you have to take a boat over to the hike that we did. So on the boat ride, they had said the day before that they had to go over and get somebody because on the exposure part, hi, that on the exposure part, that the guy got heat stroke and he was like there, and so
Oh,
they
no.
had to go get him. So just making sure that you have lots of water and then keeping your body hydrated, right?
Yeah, yeah. Hydration is key.
Yeah, absolutely.
No
That's why I put
long
my
water.
hat on, and I was like having my hair down, and but I was like, no, I put all my hair into the hat, soaked everything. It was just like trying to
Yeah.
do
I know my hair is too
like,
thick to have down on the hot days. I have to have it all up.
yeah, yeah. It's just
Another thing too is like on one of the hikes, I remember a couple of Canada days ago, it was super hot and I was doing a hike and waterfalls are the perfect. Like we had waterfalls on the hike luckily and we just took off our, so we had sports bras on. So we took off our shirt as well and then wet our hair and put our soaking wet shirt on. And oh my gosh, that helped so much to cool down your whole body.
Absolutely. Hi, Wawa. How are you? It's good to see you. Yeah. So just remembering to keep yourself cool and keep yourself out of the smoke, which I'm really sad because I won't be going to the water because like you can't even like you can't see very far in front of you. The fires are so incredibly bad. And they're only about maybe between 4 and 5 hours from either one of us, coming in on all sides actually, like coming in from the Waterton side because of BC, coming in there, it's coming in Jasper towards Banff. Thank you so much, Wawa. I appreciate that.
Yeah, fires coming from all over.
Yeah, so it's kind of surrounding right now. But we want to thank everybody for coming, and hopefully this information is kind of helpful. And even if you don't use it right away, just something to keep in the back of your mind, of things that are important to you that you want to keep in a bag in case you need to evacuate. Because they only gave it was like within 5 hours, they said the whole town, everything has to evacuate because the fire was coming that quickly. So you don't have a lot of time to think about what you need to gather when you need to evacuate.
And sometimes it's even way less than 5 hours too. Like sometimes you might have like an hour, like it might be right beside where you're living, right?
Exactly. So making sure that you stay safe. So happy to see everybody here tonight and everybody joining.
Yes, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to be here with us. We appreciate all of you. And
please follow our YouTube. It's in our link trees, in our Mindful Moments highlights, and we post quite often. So please follow our YouTube. It's free to support us, and it really helps.
Yes, we love and appreciate it very much. And we're sending lots of prayers again out to everybody affected by these fires. We'll be praying for you daily.
Yes. Sending prayers to everybody in the fires, everybody affected, people working,
to help the fires. And you're in our thoughts and prayers.
Good night, everybody. Sending you so much love. Okay.
Have a good night. Bye.